Hello! Welcome back to some of Mex Quester's Let's Plays. Today, we are going to start a series on the game Strange Horticulture. A game where you have to use these special, almost magical plants in order to do many things. So, cure illnesses, cause illnesses, cure curses, solve mysteries, all kinds of things. But the main thing that we need to do is identify these plants, what they are for, and then when customers come in, we sell them to them. Well, I suppose selling them to them is not quite right since we don't exactly lose the plants, but well, you'll see. Let's go ahead and begin a new game. The streets of Undermere are narrow and claustrophobic. In many places, the buildings lean out at the upper floors so that neighbors can reach across and shake hands, or more likely exchange unpleasantries. Strange Horticulture is a small shop situated away from the main thoroughfares, but it has the advantage of being one of the few buildings in Undermere that stands alone. Plants, you may have noticed, need light, and light is in short supply at street level in this town. Recently, the shop passed to me after the death of my uncle. There is much to learn, but one thing is already clear. The rare and unusual plants that he stocked have their uses after all. Day 1, Friday. So yes, there's going to be a lot of small text, and we will be having to zoom in quite a bit now and then, and having to read it all. There's no voice acting, it'll have to be all me. Let's start here. I found an excerpt on the elusive Wandering Boot. Come to the library in Ambleside, and I'll tell you all about it. I even found something on the gilded dendron that might be of interest. Simone. P.S. Give Hellebore a good scratch behind the ear for me. Hellebore is our lovely black cat. He's a good boy. Now then, we have a lot of things here that we are working with, and thankfully the game is rather casual. We are in no rush. It's all to our availables, take our time, and solve everything that we will like at our own pace. Let's go ahead and rearrange these plants just to get them all a little closer. That way we have them all in a nicer view. Also, there's an option that I would like to make sure we have. Auto labeling. That'll speed things up just a smidge because there's a lot of plants. And when we get them, when we properly identify them, they will now auto-label themselves if we got them right. That way we don't have to label them ourselves. This here is a little drawer. In it, we have various little items and assistances, such as the labels. Like I said, when we identify a plant, we can put a label on it. Now, once we have actually given it to somebody, it confirms exactly what that plant is. But otherwise, we are completely at the wit's end of our own abilities to identify it, to name it. So, best take care and not get it mixed up. We also have The Strange Book of Plants by Wilfred Voynich. This is our lovely journal of plants that'll help us in identifying plants and what they can do, such as Bishop Parasol, Episcopus Pelabant, Farmer's Worry, Agricola Timor, or perhaps even something such as Winter Boar, Aloe Carulium. Many different options. But these are not all the pages in the game. You'll see. We also have our handy dandy magnifying glass, which we can just use automatically by holding shift, so we don't need to really hold this out. We also have our handy dandy map of Undermere. We can unfold this out, and as you see, we had a bunch of these little icons that give us the will to explore. By using that, we get to go out anywhere on this map, anywhere at all. But why would we do that? Well, we do have ourselves a letter telling us that to come to the library in Ambleside. Well, let's do that first. Where is Ambleside? Ambleside. Ah, there it is. C20. The library here in Ambleside is one of my favorite haunts. Simone, the librarian, is always helpful and friendly and shares some of my passion for unusual plants. Today, she's grinning ear to ear and can't wait to show me what she's found. And here we have a picture of the library. We have 2 book entries that have been added to our special book. The Yodadendra and the Wandering Dew. And notice this has been checked off. We can now stow this in the archive. If we ever want to see anything that's been stoked at before, we just open that up. Here we go. We also up here have another letter. Dangerous plant. Grows sparsely in the hills to the northeast of Backbarrow. Keep it secret. Well, we don't have enough will to explore to go out just yet. Therefore, we'll have to give Backbarrow a bit of a visit later on. In the meantime, perhaps we can take a little more exploration. Set that aside. We also have this. What is it exactly? I'm not entirely sure exactly what it is. But one thing you can do with it does seem to fit one of these squares just nicely, doesn't it? Perhaps. And these markers seem like directions. I would say, in this case, it would have to be a compass. And let's bring back the cursor. Now, let's go meet our first customer. Victoria Gray. I must have walked past this shop 100 times without ever stopping to look. What a wonderful place to spend your day, surrounded by plants. I came here because I have an unusual request. At night, I hear whispered voices, too faint to hear clearly, coming from the floor above me, but nobody lives up there. The rooms are empty. My curiosity has got the better of me. I must find out what they are saying. She wants some St. John's poppy. So let's go ahead and find some St. John's poppy. Here, we do have an entry for that. The vibrant petals of this flower can be brewed to create a draught that can greatly improve the imbiber's hearing ability. The flowers of St. John's poppy are bright red with a yellow center. And a bit of a physical description right here as well. Let's take a look through our plants and see what we have. It seems this one has a pretty good match. 5 petals. Bright red leaves with a yellow center. We can see it even better right here. Yep, I'd say that's it. Use the plant. And there we go. Just like that, we have another entry added and a label added to our plant. Very lovely. Clavilium. According to legend, clavilium can be used to open any lock, no matter how complex or secure. The arch-shaped leaves have earned this plant the name Lovelock. How a plant does that, I'll never know. But these plants are no mere plants, aren't they? Since this has been identified, let's go ahead and set it to the side just a little bit. Now for plants that I self-identify, for if I have curiosity and just want to take a look and see what we have, I'll give them a different color label. That way we don't get them mixed up from what's been truly been discovered and what I'm guessing at, essentially. We also have a piece of paper here. Huh, what a strange looking icon. It looks like an up-down version of this plant there. What it's for, well, who knows? It doesn't look like it will let us move or do anything with it, so for now, let's put it with our letters. Maybe even the archive. No, perhaps not the archive. We'll likely to forget it. We'll leave it with the letters. Our will to explore has been filled up once again, so let's have us another look over that, shall we? Thankfully, we get a little handy-dandy drawer that comes up to our side, so if we do have anything that's come up, we can pull it out like this. This has told us again. There's a dangerous plant that is grown in the northeast of Backbarrow. And we should keep it a secret. You won't tell anyone, will you? Backbarrow, where are you? Oh, I see you. There you are, Backbarrow. And specifically, it wants the hills. I know these kind of look like a little bit like mountains, but they may be hilly as well. Perhaps these are more mountainous over here. But yes, and this is to the northeast. I'll tell you, it's been a long time, but I have had a lot of different ways of trying to figure out what's east and west. Left of north. Never eat seaweed, all kinds of cool tactics. And yet somehow I always forget them until various times. Let's take a look. The weather changes fast out in the hills. What started as a gray morning has turned into bright sunshine. A good thing too, because it takes me several hours to find what I came for. By the time I'm done, the cloud is sweeping back over, the cloak of unwelcome shade. We have a new plant. As they said in the letter, it was a dangerous plant, so let's not get too close to it. Very odd, a single stem in the center with these offshoots. Very strange. Then again, that's what this place is for. We'll stow that away to the archives. Let's go get us another customer. Oh, sorry there. David Shepard. Good morning. Bloody awful weather out there today. Good for the plants though, eh? Got a letter for you. Ah, here we have a fresh letter. Let's take a look and see what it's from. After we get some extra will to explore. What a handy event that is. Let us take a look. Botsworth is a hateful town. I was beaten and robbed and left to die in the streets. After many days, I was rescued by a kind stranger, just as I had come to fear that wickedness had infected the heart of every soul in that cursed place. I began my recovery in the woods to the south of the town with a group of travelers. On the northeast corner of the wood, I sat and stared at a bright flower, and tears flowed down my face as a reminder that there is beauty in this world. I shall be returning to Undermere soon. Warmest regards, Amos Duncan. Well, thank you very much, Amos, for this lovely information. I think with our will to explore, we can go ahead and see what it is you found that was so beautiful. You said near Gasforth. Here it is. Hopefully we don't need to be beaten and robbed just to find this plant. Ah, here we go. In the woods to the south of the town, that would be this place. And on the northeast corner, that would be here. So let's take a look. The wood has a calming effect on my mind. It does me good to escape into nature, away from the stench and clamor of Undermere. It is not long before I spy a bright flower among the trees. A new plant has been collected. Lovely. Let's go ahead and use this time now to call in another customer. Gilbert Ames. Something's got those witches in the forest stirred up. They're not letting anyone through. I had to take the long way round, down through Backbarrow. Ooh, we heard about there already. I never did trust that sisterhood. Anyway, I'm here now, and I brought Bennett from the south to trade for some lemon dandy. So he's here to trade. Hardly worth the trouble when you factor in the extra miles I've had to cover to get here. I see. So he wants some lemon dandy. Let's take us a look. See what we can find. Lemon dandy. Here it is. Its curled leaves are thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, supposedly referring to a peeled lemon rind. Among several medicinal uses, the flower of the lemon dandy is mostly associated with curing the afflictions of the heart. Listen there. Well, while we're looking at that, let's also remark we're talking about witches as if they're a very known commodity here. Well, this is a very magical place, not much like our own, unfortunately. Though there are indeed witches and magical things, just as though these plants have much magic into them. It's lemon dandy. Seems like a strange description. Let's take a look. Curled leaves, thought to be the origin of the name of this plant, referring to a peeled lemon rind. Strange look. Let's take a look here. It also has the stem has like these two portions, the bottom side and the top side. Ooh, hello. This sort of has an idea. If it's a peeled lemon rind, it's little curls in a way. If it's been fully peeled, it comes to mind. It smells faintly off-putting, but not overpowering. You also get a little description as well. Well, let's go ahead and have a look at that. And there we go, lemon dandy. And for that, we're rewarded with a new plant. What is it? We'll have to find out. Very bright colored plant, isn't it? Right over here. Go ahead and move that to the side. Let's take a quick look. Oh, and it looks like it also tells us when we have definitely used this plant once before, too. We also have hints in case we ever need them, but we probably won't. Surely we will, right? Faye Swift. My dreams are becoming more vivid. I saw a woman, her face hidden behind a mask, and next to her, a terrifying black skeletal creature. It stood tall, its roving head scanning the landscape. Though it had no discernible face, I could sense a hint of an expression about its features. It seemed to be laughing, but not the joyous laughter of a child. A sickeningly horrifying laughter that chilled me like the first breath of winter. These past weeks have been getting worse. I need sleep. This is a special character, one who will be returning quite often. For we have a bio on it now. This is Faye Swift. Faye grew up with her mother. Her father was rarely violent, but once is enough. When he struck her, it finally broke the hold he had over her mother, and she fled in the night. Sleeping Faye held close. Faye often has vivid dreams, but has never considered that other people do not. She came to Strange Horticulture seeking relief from her nightmares. She is the psychic. I'll also get a bit of a log as well. So, he's looking for some forest comfrey. Let's take a look. Ah, here we are. Forest camphor. The strong-smelling bulb of this plant has a powerful soporific effect, making it a common ingredient in sleeping drops. The camphor produces a beautiful, rounded, dark blue clustering of many smaller flowers. So we're looking for a plant that has bulbs, or is bulbed, and has dark blue clusters of flowers. Take a look. Bulby is kind of bulby, but no clusters. Has clusters, but not bulby. Oh, hello. This plant is, I'd say, it's pungent, not unpleasant. The bulb is a soft yellow, the leaves are waxy. And it is said that it is a strong-smelling bulb, too. And that is definitely a cluster of dark blue flowers. I'd say that's a good match. And we're rewarded with a new entry. Butterdale. What a lovely sounding plant. Let me take a quick look, make sure we don't have any other letters hidden around here or anything. I suppose you're wondering if there is a place that we ever want to go out to, but we don't have any world to explore. Well, there will be a way that we can get some back a little faster. We'll bring that up when it comes up to it, though. Ding! Next person. Oh, Nora Butterfield. Lots of neat wandering mood. That always reminds me of, oh, what's his name? That old hermit inventor, the Wanderer. Anyway, if you've got it. Well, let's see. We definitely have an entry for it, so we can better identify it now, for sure. Let's see. So called because this fungus can move slowly in the dark. It has been known to cover distances up to several meters in a single night. The gills on the underside of this mushroom form beautiful flowing lines. They are also quite hard and sharp, earning this plant the nickname Fingers Bane. Could you imagine a mushroom with sharp gills? So we're looking for a mushroom. Okay, looks like we have a few of those. That's a mushroom, and that's a mushroom. Do you have any others? Those are the two best culprits we have here. Let's take a look further. Let's see. It smells strongly of soured milk, bad enough to make my eyes water. And it looks like we've got a bunch of flies that are doing very well attracted towards it. Not as spongy as most mushrooms. In fact, the undersides are somewhat sharp. Red warts protrude from the gaps. I think we have our view. Well, hello. Lunch given. And we have a new entry. And that also ends our day with our entry of Lady of Summer. That's a lovely sounding plant, isn't it? Let's go ahead and add this to the shelf of identified plants. And it looks like that we shall be already ending the day. I think that we've also got a very lovely start here. And I think we'll also call this our first day as well. Now, once we end our day, we get a special premonition, as it were. A bit of tarot magic. Look here. We have a bit of a map. Perhaps it'll bring us somewhere special. And we get a statement. It started when she found something. Something that she was not meant to find. A book tucked away in a forgotten corner of the Ambleside Library. I guess we'll have to take a look at that tomorrow. Day 2, Saturday. Good place to pause for today. There are many days to come after all. I will see you soon. This has been Max Questioner, and thank you for joining me for Strange Horticulture. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. See you soon.